Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Mel Owens' ex-wife has spoken out in response to a criticism over ageist remarks he made about his cast of ladies on The Golden Bachelor Season 2. Mel, a 66-year-old NFL player turned lawyer, claimed on the In the Trenches podcast that he instructed the Golden Bachelor Season 2 producers that he would only date women aged 45 to 60, and that he did not want anyone with artificial hips or wigs in his cast. Although there were suspicions that Mel will be replaced as the Golden Bachelor Season 2 star, the Daily Mail reports that filming will commence later this summer. Mel's ex-wife, Fabiana Owens, is unhappy about it. Mel was married to Fabiana, 46, for 17 years and has 2 teenage sons. Their divorce was finalized in December 2024, following a 4-year legal fight. Fabiana warned Mel about her role as the Golden Bachelor protagonist, telling the Daily Mail, "Good luck. I mean, it is going to be horrible. But, in any case, I'm not interested in getting engaged." Mel has experienced widespread criticism after the revelation of his ageist remarks regarding his Golden Bachelor cast, and fans of the show have called for his dismissal. Fabiana's forecast that Mel's season will be disastrous is another red flag. She seemed to want nothing to do with him. Again, considering Fabiana is his ex-wife, it's possible that she and Mel are simply not compatible. However, she may have declined to comment rather than speaking out against him. It's notable since Mel is the first Golden franchise protagonist who is divorced rather than widowed, unlike Season 1 star Jerry Turner and Joan Vassos from The Golden Bachelorette. Mel's ex-wife's remarks are another reason why he should be ousted as the Golden Bachelor. Her warning that the show will most likely fail is further indication that he was not the best candidate for the lead role and should be replaced. It is troubling that Fabiana felt compelled to come out against him. Furthermore, the fact that Fabiana is 20 years younger than Mel suggests that he is not interested in dating older women. The entire purpose of The Older Bachelor was to shed a light on folks in their older years as they look for love. Mel's desire for younger women on the show defies the show's objective. I'm hoping that The Golden Bachelor Season 2 reconsiders its decision to maintain Mel as the protagonist. While there's nothing wrong with his penchant for dating younger women in real life, it doesn't make sense for him to star in a show aimed at helping older people find love. The Golden Bachelor should replace Mel before it's too late. The cameras hadn't even begun rolling on Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor, but controversy had already wrapped itself around the franchise like a storm cloud refusing to break. At the center of it stood Mel Owens, a 66-year-old former NFL linebacker turned lawyer with a commanding presence, a sharp tongue, and an even sharper preference for the kind of woman he deemed suitable for romance. When Mel sat down for the June episode of the In the Trenches podcast, no one expected his comments to ignite such a fury. But they did. "I told them I didn't want anyone over 60, Mel said confidently, his voice coated in bravado. "And none of those fake hips or wigs either. I want real women. Healthy, natural, still vibrant." What he thought was being honest was received by Bachelor Nation as an indictment, a rejection of the very women the show was created to celebrate. The inaugural season had been a love letter to women in their 60s and 70s, with widows, retired professionals, and grandmothers showing that love had no expiration date. Now, Mel's remarks made it clear, he had no interest in those stories. Social media exploded within hours. The comments section of the podcast's YouTube video became a battleground. Fans accused Mel of being ageist, shallow, and completely missing the point of The Golden Bachelor. Even within Bachelor circles, discontent simmered. Former contestants from Season 1 posted cryptic Instagram stories. Jerry Turner, the franchise's first Golden Bachelor, declined to comment directly but reposted a quote that read, "Real love comes with silver strands and soft hearts." And then came the bombshell. Mel's ex-wife, Fabiana Owens, broke her silence. The Daily Mail exclusive hit headlines like a thunderclap. Fabiana, a Brazilian-American entrepreneur, had remained largely out of the spotlight throughout Mel's football and legal careers, focusing instead on raising their two sons and building her own real estate brand in California. But after hearing Mel's comments, Fabiana decided enough was enough. "Good luck," she told the reporter with a smirk. "I mean, it's going to be horrible. But, in any case, I'm not interested in getting engaged." Her words were surgical, calculated not for drama, but truth. And they landed with precision. Fabiana, 46, had divorced Mel just months earlier after a bitter 4-year legal battle. While she had initially taken the high road in the press, Mel's disrespect toward older women struck a nerve. "The irony is," she added later in the interview, "he's pushing 70 and acting like he's 40. The last time Mel dated someone his age, he was still playing for the Rams." Insiders close to the Owens family confirmed that Fabiana had long been the more grounded of the two. One friend, speaking under condition of anonymity, shared, "Fabiana tolerated a lot during their marriage: ego, image obsession, and control. But even she didn't expect Mel to go on national television and alienate the very demographic he was supposed to champion." By week's end, #FireMel was trending on X, and petitions calling for ABC to remove him from the show had gathered over 50,000 signatures. And yet, the network remained silent. According to sources cited by the Daily Mail and Deadline, filming was still scheduled to begin in August. Producers had reportedly considered replacing Mel following the backlash but ultimately decided to ride it out due to scheduling logistics and sunk production costs. "The wheels are already in motion," one executive admitted. "It would take a nuclear-level event for us to pivot now." But Fabiana's remarks seemed to indicate that a nuclear event was already underway. What struck the public most wasn't just what Mel had said, but what it revealed about his character. For a show designed to uplift seniors, his demand for 45 to 60-year-old women, most of them younger than Fabiana herself, struck many as disingenuous. Was he on this journey for love? Or was it just another vanity project for a man who couldn't accept his own aging? "I think he still views himself as a 30-year-old athlete," Fabiana said candidly. "But that's not who he is anymore. He needs to be real about that, especially if he's going to be on a show that's supposed to honor people later in life." Leslie Fema, another season 1 fan favorite, commented on Instagram, "If your definition of real women excludes wigs, surgeries, or joint replacements, you're not looking for love, you're looking for a fantasy." The Bachelor franchise had spent decades being called out for lacking diversity, whether racial, age-based, or body inclusivity. Now, with The Golden Bachelor finally offering an opportunity to rewrite that narrative, Mel Owens seemed to threaten all that progress in a single podcast.